Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel, I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, and we do take into account losses. So for further information about how to join us in the challenge for little as $9 a month, and also information about exclusive in-depth strategy, you can see the details in description below. And anybody joining before the 1st of June will have the second payment refunded, as payments are always taken on the 1st of the month, so no excuse to delay joining. In the previous video we did an important update on ticker symbol RDBX Redbox, so please refer back to the previous video for an update on Redbox as well as an update on MMAT. In today's video we're going to do a quick update on Metamaterials ticker symbol MMAT, and then we're going to be having an in-depth look at a new stock to the channel, and this is potentially the fourth largest lithium producer in the world. This stock is doing exceptionally well. It's beating all market trends, so I'll share that with you shortly. So before we look at that, so sort of a quick reminder from Reuters in terms of what happened in the market last week. So the good news is, after 7 red weeks for the S&P 500, we've now just had the first overall green week, so that's good news. So that is an indication that we're potentially at the bottom of the dip, and hopefully as we can see in the headline here from Reuters, Wall Street rallies, snaps longest weekly losing streak in decades. So again, time will tell, but hopefully there is good news this week. So let's start off by having a look at an update for ticker symbol MMAT Metamaterials, which is a stock that is often featured on the channel due to popular request from many of the members as well as the viewers. So let's have a look at a tweet here from the company. So we can see here what they've just posted is, we are excited for the upcoming AWE 2022 event in Santa Clara this week, and we are proud to be a gold sponsor. Come and meet the team and learn about ARfusion. So this is the focus here is ARfusion. And at the bottom there's also another important event here in terms of looking at Canada's largest global defence and security trade show, and again an opportunity to go and meet the team there as well. So let's delve a little bit deeper into this ARfusion. So the first thing I want to share with you here is a post from George. So what George has said here is, take a little closer look. Andrew is wearing his ARfusion made-to-order prescription smart lenses with integrated Covestro's Bayfold HX photo polymer materials. In other words, a high-efficiency RGB holographic optical element. And Oshrit is wearing a similar plano version without the prescription, and visit the booth. So this is what we're talking about here. The people are there identified at the bottom, but the other thing I'm going to delve a little bit into is looking at what is this ARfusion. So from the Metamaterials website we can see here the goals for ARfusion in terms of smart AR glasses. Here they're looking at basically from a user experience point of view, full immersion, wearable 24/7, ruggedness, and also street price. So I'm going to now compare ARfusion lens with traditional freeform surfacing. So this again is from the Metamaterial website. So this is basically showing their USP or unique selling point for ARfusion. So on the left this is the so-called beta model, and on the right is the traditional freeform surfacing. So in terms of the key USPs here, we can see on the left the key things that we can identify include monomer injection between 2 molds, automatic mold selection, curing under UV light within seconds, temperature 100, which is less than 100 degrees safe for holographic films or other sensitive elements. As well as that, we've got automatic separation of the mold lens packages, less than 1 minute from liquid monomer to finished lens. However, on the traditional side, this is the older technology, looking at casting of the lens blank, thermal curing for up to 50 hours. So again, much longer. Blocking of the blank, polishing, manual cleaning, deblocking, quality control, and in terms of temperature, it has to be in excess of 150 degrees Celsius, not suitable for holographic films. So that's the key difference there. So again, great potential here for ARfusion. I'd like to now make a start by looking at a new stock for the channel, also known as Sigma Lithium Corporation, and ticker symbol SGML. So I'm going to share with you on the screen here a copy of our weekly watch list, which was available exclusively to the Discord members yesterday, and we have over 10 stocks on this, but I'm just going to share this one here and we have advanced due diligence also shared with the members. So we have ticker symbol SGML here, and we can see here this is a stock that is potentially a long-term growth, has got like to have excellent long-term growth in the production of lithium, given improved target ranking from Zacks, and also this is potentially the 4th largest producer of lithium in the world. So ticker symbol SGML. So we're going to have a look at this in a little bit more detail. So let's start by having a look at the company profile. So from the investor relation page of the website, we can see here in terms of the company profile, the company plans to produce 220,000 tons of annual battery grade lithium concentrate lithium, which is looking at 33,000 tons of lithium carbonate equivalent LCE in production phase 1, and expects to be amongst the world's lowest cost producers. And in production phase 2, if warranted, after ongoing feasibility study, production would be increased to 440,000 tons or 65,000 tons of LCE annually. And in the final part of the profile, looking at lithium properties, the projects there are 4 properties owned by SMSA, and it's divided into the northern complex, we have the southern complex, and also the project consists of 27 mineral rights, which include mining concessions, applications for mining concessions, explorations, authorizations. The project area also includes 9 past producing lithium mines and also 11 first priority exploration targets. So granted, mining concessions are in good standing with the Brazilian authorities. The project is located in the northeastern Minas Gerais state in the municipal area of, excuse my pronunciation here, Araucai and Litinga. And this is approximately 25 kilometers east of the town of Araucai, northeast of Belo Horizonte. So let's see what else we can find with regard to this very, very important and interesting company. So let's now have a look at some of the charts for ticker symbol SGML, Sigma Lithium Corporation. So on the screen here, I'm going to start with the 1-year chart. So over the previous 1 year, this stock is up in a phenomenal 291%. And as you can see here, again, right now at time of trading, the stock is showing some very, very strong bullish momentum. So again, close of play on the Friday, it was up in excess of 6.52%. So let's now have a look at the 5-day chart. So over the 5 days, this stock is also up in excess of 26%. So the stock is defying market conditions. It is defying obviously what's happening in terms of what we can see here. The momentum is very, very strong. It's certainly outperforming most of the stocks that we've been seeing. But the other thing we can see now, if we just focus on the technicals, if we have a look at the general technicals here in terms of the market cap is just in excess of $2.1 billion. In terms of the moving averages, 20-day moving averages just in excess of 19.9%. The 50-day moving average is 19.9% up. And the 200 moving day average is 69.32% up. So volume, we're looking at just in excess of 1.1 million. The change on the close of play on the Friday, 6.52%. So year on year in terms of overall growth and expectations, in terms of earnings per share, 51.3% up. And earnings per share next year, we're looking at in excess of 1,852%. So again, overall, the technicals, the chart, the setup, the potential for the future certainly looks to be very, very bullish. Let's now have a look at some of the company goals and mission statements. So I'm going to start by having a look at some of the key goals. Again, from the investor relation page here, we can see they're looking at 100% hydroelectricity, 100% water recycling. So again, environmentally friendly. This also has a life cycle analysis audited with an ISO 14000. It's also has in excess of 500 direct jobs created, and also in excess of 6,500 jobs indirectly created. So it's also net zero compliant, targeting 2024. So in terms of the mission, so on the screen here we can see in terms of the mission, it is to enable electric vehicle industry growth by becoming one of the largest low-cost producers of high purity, environmentally sustainable lithium products. So again, a huge potential going forward in the world and market. So they're looking at largest hard rock producers in Americas, large production scale. They are looking at very high quality, low cost, and in terms of tier one, they're looking at binding offtake contracts. So again, huge potential here. Let's now have a look at some of the catalysts and also some of the upcoming catalysts in terms of the investor relations that were just released on the investor relations page for May 2022. So we can see here, again, according to this press release on May the 26th, 2022, in terms of the upcoming catalysts, phase 1 is commissioning by the year end 2022. Phase 2 production potentially, we're looking at 2024. Phase 3 resource estimate is second quarter of 2022. So again, that will be this year. And also phase 3 PEA is going to be by quarter 3 2022. So again, another catalyst for this year, but long term, huge potential here for the company. I'd like to now have a look at the financials. So we're going to start by having a look at the balance sheet. So again, this is for the period ending March the 31st, 2022. So we're going to compare that with the period ending December the 31st, 2021. So from the balance sheet, again, something very significant here. We can see the company have, in terms of total assets, in excess of $195 million. So compared to December 2021, it's gone up approximately $2 million. So again, company is extremely cash rich here, but let's just have a look at the liabilities to see if there are any significant debt. So in terms of current liabilities and non-current liabilities, so current liabilities right now, we're looking at just in excess of 2 million compared to the previous 4 million. So it has gone down. So that's good news. Previously, the total liabilities were in excess of 8 million, again gone down by approximately 2 million. So now it's just in excess of 6.5 million. So again, the company is in a very strong financial position, huge amount of current assets and non-current assets. So this figure of $195 million is more than enough to cover any potential liabilities, which are only just in excess of 6.5 million. But one other thing I think I'm also going to be looking at is in terms of the trading account. What we can see is the company is not profit making at the moment. It is operating at a loss because obviously we're investing into a company with huge potential for the long term, for the future. So they are making a loss. So that's obviously a risk factor to take into account. But bearing in mind the very strong figures on the balance sheet, I think the production, the potential and the long term, obviously this indicates that we're going to get more return because we're investing in a company here potentially which is going to give us huge potential. Let's now have a look at the data from Fintel with regard to institutional investors. So this is here on the screen for the period 12th of May all the way up to the 17th of May, and we can see lots of significant green here on the screen. And in terms of some of the notable institutional investors here, again, very significant. We have BlackRock, we have Citigroup, we have Morgan Stanley, we have Marshall Wace LLP. We also have the Royal Bank of Canada, which have increased their holdings. Virtue Financial Limited LLC have also just increased their holding. So again, very bullish sign here in terms of significant institutional investors. And let's now have a look at some of the recent press releases. So the first one here on the screen on the left hand side, we can see very recently from May the 26th, there was a press release where the company announced the filing of a technical report looking at outstanding economic results for the integrated phase 1 and 2. So this is bullish. This is one of the reasons why the stock is doing exceptionally well and also did exceptionally well over the previous 5 days. We also have two of the press releases, May the 11th and April the 11th as well. Let's now have a look at a headline, May the 26th, looking at that first press release, and this is from Yahoo Finance. And what I'd like to draw your attention to here is the bullet point at the bottom, looking at the key highlight. And this certainly is very bullish, and it states here, the phase expansion scenario will potentially position Sigma Lithium as the world's fourth largest lithium producer. So again, very, very strong sign here, and great potential here identified by Yahoo News. The other headline I'm going to share with you here is from Simco Geoscience, and what we can see here is investment in recovery technology is the future, says the Sigma Lithium CEO. So this is a company where we're investing in the future, and we're looking at potentially the next boom in the mining industry is going to be looking at recovery technology, and companies like SGML. And the final thing I'm going to share with you in terms of breaking news, again also from May the 26th, and this is from Defense World, and the headline here is Zacks Investment Research upgrades Sigma Lithium ticker symbol SGML to a buy. So again, very strong, very bullish. Previously Zacks had this as a hold, and now they've rated this as a buy. And finally, just to finish off, I'm going to share with you on the screen the Twitter handle for the company. So on the screen here, if anybody's interested in following this stock or getting more updates from the company directly, Twitter handle here is Sigma Lithium on Twitter, so you can follow them there. And as well as that, if anybody would like to get advance notification of such stocks through our Discord, where we share due diligence in advance of any potential video, as well as many other stocks that are not shared on the video, you can join our Discord for little as $9 a month. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.